Hello, dear friend. Welcome to your daily tarot reading. Let's jump in and see what the energies are for today. So the top card represents our known energies. So here we have the beautiful Queen of Wands. She's known as the Witch of the Tarot, with her black cat usually. And the hidden energies are the Strength card. Whoa. The cat grew up to be a lion. So you have the energies to make things happen, to make magic, and to manipulate the energies that may be primal and raw within yourself, so that the presentation is gentle and caring and comforting. So those are the hidden energies and the known energies for today's reading. Now let's just see from the middle here what are the densest energies, or the thickest energies, like the murky energies that we're dealing with today. And actually, that's pretty good looking murky energies, because that means that somebody here is really processing and transmuting the feelings of betrayal, stabbing in the back, big disappointments. You are using your own strength and know-how to transmute these murky energies in the middle of the known energies and the hidden energies, to transmute those feelings into something really precious. All right, let's get out the cards, the rest of the cards for our reading here, and just take a look at what is happening. Okay, let's see what's going on right now. Alright, so somebody here is really healing, really finding both the feminine and the masculine sides of themselves, getting over that broken heart, which is the murky energies that are sitting in the middle. So this is totally in alignment. This is your strength position. So you have managed to successfully come to a completely different viewpoint of what's happened. So it may still be something that's going on, but I get the feeling that it's something that happened in the past, and it has been with you for a long time. The pain was so deep and so cutting and so extremely hurtful that it really knocked you out of your core. It hurt you to the core, so you had to rebuild yourself. You had to figure out who you are, what you want, and then how to take the steps to get those things. So right now, so this is your strength card. You are processing and transmuting those pains and versions of things that happened in the past. You're changing the way that you communicate with yourself. So maybe in the past it was more of a feminine energy within yourself, or a masculine energy, or a win at all cost energy, which is now part of this butterfly transmutation and transformation that you're going through right now. Okay, so you're starting to love yourself. Right now you are not rushing that process, which is very, very, very important for your healing, so that you can move forward. Because if you go too quickly, now that you are working with those pains in a different way, the outcome is also turning out differently, and the real healing is taking place within your soul, so that you're not carrying those feelings of betrayal and abandonment and just plain hurtful feelings. You're not carrying them like you used to. You're moving forward from that. And what you're moving towards right now is you're breaking free from that win at all cost mental attitude, and you're moving more into a compromise way of looking at things. So the best thing to focus on right now is the inner love, showing yourself the love that you need to feel, because in the past you may not have received that unconditional love from somebody else, because you're older now, old enough to be a queen and to wear a crown, and you're not wearing this crown because it was given to you as a gift. You're wearing this crown because of your achievements and because of your climb and your wisdom, so that now you deserve to sit on the throne. And the energies that are working with you, that you know about right now, that's working to process this pain, is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an energy that's full of self-confidence. So you had to, while you were getting over this pain, at the same time you had to build up your own self-confidence and self-worth. And you did that by watching now how you communicate with yourself, and how, when you observe others, how you communicate about others to yourself. So this energy that is the top energy that you know about here is really, really helping you with this self-confidence and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus together now you're able to start showing yourself some more love. So that is what to focus on as you are transitioning through this particular part of this path on this day. So take your time with that, and take enough time so that you can see where you can make the compromises. Sometimes that's the part where we go too fast and we end up going back around the track because we missed something. So take the time to recognize where you can make these compromises so that you don't have to go back to the start line and learn this lesson all over again, because you've already been around the track a few times with that one. So you don't want to repeat patterns and end up back in the same spot, because it took a lot of work to get to where you are. To have the Strength card as the Three of Swords reversed means you are totally getting over that feeling of betrayal. So that is not an easy thing to do. And the hidden energies, of course, that are helping you, which could be your ancients and your family that are around you in spirit, they're giving you the strength to do this work. Okay, so what's going to be a possible hurdle or a challenge that's coming up in the very near future? Okay, so you may be offered a opportunity to express your energies in a similar fashion that the Queen of Cups would. And in the back of your mind, you're going, oh, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. But an opportunity is coming your way. And now that you have a new process, a new style, a new angle, a new way of looking at things, and a new way of talking to yourself, this opportunity to bring something new onto your circles of life, that's going to be a challenge for you. So the advice card for that, as the best step to keep in mind when this opportunity comes, is to have that fresh outlook, have that new way of processing information close by. Keep it in your near memory, or your RAM in your computer brain, and try not to fall back into the old way of thinking and end up back on the same track. The blessing, the energy that is something to be thankful for, is the energy of the Hermit, which is where you were before you stepped forward onto this path now of getting to know yourself better and learning how to look at things from a different angle. So this hermit and this isolation that you subjected yourself to was one of the best things you could have ever done for yourself, because it started to show you the way to something new, and it showed you how to become more in tune and attentive to your feelings and your emotions. And it's also this hermit mode, which you can thank yourself for, invited you onto this path of spiritual awareness. And you could start to see for yourself what things were not serving you well and what things were. So now you're on this path, and you can thank your guides and your energetic support system that is around you. Thank them for inviting you onto this journey and kind of leading you along the way with little breadcrumbs of where to go next. So you're really processing things, you're moving along, you're getting ready to start something new and look at things with a new perspective. But don't ever forget the gift of the Hermit, because the Hermit and the time to be quiet and think and analyze and reflect, that it says is a place you can go back to anytime and reassess or rejig or revamp or just restart wherever you want to focus on yourself. You can just hit restart and go back to the Hermit and dig into your own feelings and concepts a little bit so that you can continue to grow. So what to keep in mind for this entire reading is the Lover's card. So the Lover's card and the Two of Cups in the same spread with the Mother of Cups. You are on this love train. So keep doing this, because the more you do it, the more you allow joy into your life. And when you're operating from the heart, the center of love, you cannot be manipulated to leave now your new way of looking at things, your new standard operating procedure. Now that you've pivoted and this is becoming the new normal for you, then you can keep going on this, and the more love you show in your life and for yourself, the more love will come in. And that is because when you raise your own vibration, it automatically invites beings and energies into your field of higher vibration. Like the higher vibrational beings can't enter your space so easily if you're not already operating on a higher vibration yourself. So just by showing this love for yourself and forgiveness for yourself and the allowance to process properly the deep pains that you've been through, now you get to the Balance card, and that is the Judgment card. So you're actually being reborn in a sense. You've reinvented yourself. You are now getting ready to go back to the start position and learn something new, because you've done such a good job on learning this lesson. And as you increase your vibrations, if you happen to go back to a similar lesson to this, it will be at a higher vibration. So even if you end up repeating the same thing, going around this track again, it'll still be different, because you will have raised the vibration of your entire existence, of your entire being, of your entire energetic body. So this is really good. So you can start preparing for the next chapter, the next go around of the Circles of Life track, and the overlapping. There's always things that are going to overlap. So this is good, because right now you're feeling better about yourself. You're feeling better about the pains that you've been through. You're not stuck in the same spot. You're already moving out of that. So that is terrific. That is all that you could ask for. That is your healing work in motion. So that's great. So you're on the right track. And this reading is confirmation for you that you are on the right track and you are doing the right things, and continue operating from the heart and doing the things that you love and showing love to others while keeping your safety boundaries, of course. But this is all part of the growth and the raising of your vibration. So job well done. Excellent. So that's your reading for today, and we shall see you on the next reading. And I wish you a wonderful day. Bye for now.